What's going on, guys? Phillip Velayo here. I just wanted to do a real quick video that is long overdue about my rifle setup and some of the gear that I used for the 2018 Precision Rifle Series finale, as well as some of the matches leading up to it. This video comes as per request to a lot of my new friends and followers on the social media outlets such as Facebook and Instagram. But more importantly, this video is for my sponsors that helped me out throughout the 2018 season. First and foremost, guys, thank you so much. I don't think I would be where I am at today as a competitive rifle shooter without you guys' support. Thank you for allowing me to be an ambassador to your brand, and I'm looking forward to a continued relationship and what 2019 brings us. So thank you. You know, one thing, regardless of the sponsorships, I would continue to run the same gear just because I'm a huge believer in the product. I think it's some of the best on the market, and until I'm proven otherwise, I'll continue to advocate it for other shooters. So let's talk about the meat and potatoes of the rifle. The rifle itself is chambered and built by Gunwerks, my employer. It's chambered in 6mm Creedmoor. This is our Gunwerks GLR stainless steel action, and I've had about 2,600 rounds to this thing. This is my second barrel on my 6mm Creedmoor. This action is what we use to build majority of our hunting rifles with, unless they want to go with the lighter version, so we offer them the titanium. But this barrel right here is a Proof Research stainless steel barrel, M40 contour. It's finished at 26 inches, and it's a 7.5 twist. The barrel action is sitting in a Kinetic Research Group Whiskey 3 chassis Generation 6, and I've had this thing since January, right before the National Rifle League Championship of 2017, hosted by Sin City Precision, and I've been a fan ever since. I've used this chassis pretty much all season long. There's like 2, maybe 3 matches I didn't use this chassis. I went back to a stock for whatever reason, but I'd say about 95% of my matches I ran this chassis. For those that know my background, as a Marine Corps Scout Sniper, I think the reason why I gravitate toward a traditional stock feel is because my foundation of long-range shooting started on an M40A3. So the KRG offers that in the back. Once you get on it, you feel that stock feel, but now it has also the modularity of a chassis, which I love. So that's why I'm a huge fan of the system. Upgrades throughout the year. When I first got it, I just had the regular desert tan polymer skins. In September, I upgraded to the enclosed forend just because A, it looks cooler, but B, there's a backbone that runs, for those that aren't unfamiliar with the Whiskey 3, there's a backbone that runs right underneath the barrel channel. And I think that the enclosed forend helps stiffen that up. So when you load into bipods, there's not as much flex. And I also run the Arca rail on the bottom. Obviously, that's how it's mounted on this tripod. So another upgrade I did just to balance the weight out. Scott Whitehead from Best Targets on the East Coast, he runs a KRG X-Ray, but he built or made steel spacers that I added back here. So this rifle, as you're looking at it right now, I weighed it today, it's 20 pounds without a loaded 10-round magazine. So as you see it here, this mag is empty. It is 20 pounds, so pretty beefy. Moving to the muzzle brake, this is the Area 419 Sidewinder 4-port muzzle brake, self-timing. I'm a huge fan of John's products. I have a lot of his reloading stuff. I've been running the Area 419 Hellfire for the last 1.5 years, 2 years on my rifles, and I think that it's just a great, phenomenal product. I upgraded to the Area 419 Sidewinder on my 6mm Creedmoor just because why not? The brake looks great on a beefy rifle, and why not add that extra percentage? I don't know what the actual percentage of recoil mitigation with the recoil reduction with the 4-port versus the standard 3-port. But all my other rifles, other than my 6.5 PRC, have the Area 419 Hellfire. So thanks, John. Moving to the bipods. These are Sky Thomas's new SkyPods, and I actually just got these right before the finale. He actually shipped these down to me when I pulled the trigger on them down in Texas. My cousin lives out there. But yeah, this is not a review on the bipods itself, but I'm a huge fan, and I know they're pricey, but I wish I would have invested sooner. I really love this wide footprint and just the adjustability of it. I mean, we had a stage in the PRS finale where it was anything but prone, and I just stood it as tall as I could and got into like some modified kneeling position. But majority of the time, and there was there was 2 stages I went to Harris bipods because of the easy deployment, but for all the prone stages, I just use a nice wide footprint on this thing. There we go. And, I mean, it was super solid. So I use a Picatinny rail mount on all of my bipods, and the reason why I do that is because I've seen under recoil, because ARCA is and I know this is just a 6 Creedmoor, but under recoil, a friction lock is going to move. So if I decided to take this and put it on like a larger rifle, let's say like my 6.5 PRC or whatever the case is, it helps me sleep at night knowing that it's on a pick rail and that thing's not going to slide on me. That's personal preference. But yeah. So SkyPods by Sky Thomas, 406 bullets. They're great. They're pricey, but like I said, I used to carry 2 bipods. Well, I still carry 2 bipods, but now I don't have to carry a long set of bipods in my pack, right? And honestly, I probably won't even have to carry the Harris with me anymore. So, yeah. Moving on. Going to magazines. This magazine is a Accurate Mag. I've been running the Accurate Mags for like 4 years now, ever since I became sniper school instructor. So 2015 is when I first started running the Accurate Mags. I think they feed great. I haven't had any issues with them, and yeah, this is engraved by my buddy. If you can't see it, it says my Pig Trainer logo on it. Yeah, no issues, no modifications whatsoever. They feed fine. I can put 10 in there, no big deal. So next thing we'll talk about is the trigger. The trigger that I'm using is the TriggerTech Diamond flat shoe, right-handed, and yeah, probably the best trigger on the market. I've never heard of a TriggerTech go down. We use them all the time on all of our hunting rifles at Gunwerks. But all of my rifles are outfitted with a TriggerTech Diamond flat shoe because of the consistency of the brake. Every brake is as consistent as the one before. And not only that, is this thing has been, I don't have to babysit it in hellacious and austere conditions, meaning super dusty and whatever the case is. And that helps me not worry about, hey, is my trigger gonna go down? So TriggerTech Diamond flat shoe. I'm a huge fan of the flat shoe. Everyone knows my 90 degrees of trigger control. I think with a good 90 degree trigger squeeze mated with a TriggerTech Diamond flat shoe, you've got a little notch down here that I use as a frame of reference, but hooking that 90 degree trigger finger up with a flat shoe, I mean, it's just money. So, oh, real quick, I forgot to talk about this. I got the folder model on the Whiskey 3 chassis. So this is the Whiskey 3 chassis folder. I like the folder model. I think the folder is one of the most solid lockups that I've found in the industry. Other than like an AI lockup, but I love the folding, not just for transport, but for cleaning. Yes, I clean my rifle. Well, I actually have to clean my rifle because I haven't cleaned it since the finale, but I can fold it over, I can clean it, and don't have to worry about adjusting the cheek piece, and then just pull it right back. So, moving up to the spur. This is a spur 4001 mount. It's got no MOA base in it. It's just zeroed out. I went to the Spur earlier this year. I started on American Rifle Company M10 rings, but because of the Kahles parallax, those rings were so high that while trying to maintain a good sight picture and cheek weld without lifting my head up, I couldn't see my parallax knob and sometimes couldn't see my elevation knob. So that was a pain in the ass on the long range stages where I had to keep my face, well, I wanted to keep my face on the gun, you know, and adjust my turret, but I couldn't, so I had to pop my head up a little bit in order to read the parallax and the elevation turret. So I switched over to spur mounts, and I haven't looked back since. And my anti-cant device is an accuracy first anti-cant device. Nothing really special about that. I just we have those in the Marine Corps, and I just carried it over ever since. So, and last but not least, this optic is the Kahles K525i left-sided windage with the SKMR-3. I was running the I've been running Kahles for the last 2 years now. I ran the K624i for the first half of the year, and I'm really glad that this came out this year, and I'm super happy with the upgrades. Just everything about it, glass clarity, the elevation turret and the parallax a little higher, so now I can really see, you know, my numbers and stuff like that. The anti-slip knob on the windage turret, but my favorite part is the illumination knob. My favorite part is the actual tool that you need to zero the Kahles. There's been plenty of times I got on the gun, you know, my bag or whatever the case is about, you know, two arms lengths away. I have to actually get up and go get it. So I'd have to break my position to zero my scope out, and now I don't have to worry about that. So super cool. Yeah, huge fan of the Kahles. I love the reticle, and I just love the fact that because the left-sided wind option as a right-handed shooter allows me to look at my windage in case I need to dial and my parallax at the same time without adjusting my cheek weld. So so that's the rifle. So ammo. For the match, I ran, these are my hand loads. These are 115 D-Tacs, made by David Tubb. And I started shooting these in September. And I'm really glad that I finally found a load for these, just because I was running factory. I was in my transition from short action customs and Gunwerks. I was kind of a hot mess. I was experimenting too much. You know, going from the 6.5 Creed more, 6.5 PRC, and then 6 Creed. But I finally decided, okay, for majority of my matches now, I'm going to be running these 115 D-Tacs, especially for next year. They're sitting over 4831 shortcut. I've got a node at 2950, and that's what I just averaged out, 2949 actually the other day when I posted my video. There you have it. Average of 2949, SD of 3.6. My max is 2953. My minimum is 2944, and that is an ES of 9 and average of 2949. So pretty cool. And an SD of 3.7 over 5 shots. So you're gonna beat me up over 5 shots instead of a 10-shot group, so be it, right? That's what I've been doing, and it's worked out for me. I haven't had any issues with it. But the brass is our Gunwerks 6 Creed brass. I got 4 firings on this. I'm still trying to do a little bit more testing on our brass, but so far I'm pleased, and I'm using Federal 210 primers, 210 match primers. But can't forget about the two-round match saver. This is a short action precision 2-round match saver. Nate and Rich, thanks so much, guys, for you guys' support the last 2.5-3 years that we've been working together. You guys are awesome, and thanks for what you do for the sniper community as well. But yeah, the 2-round saber is a must. You know, if you don't have this on your rifle, you're effing up, just because this has saved my ass so many times. So, all right. So that's the rifle. Well, we'll talk about gear real quick after I get done scratching my nose. So we'll talk about gear real quick. The gear that I used for the finale. All right, I carried 3 bags on me. First bag is the pint-sized Gamechanger from Armageddon Gear, or Clifton Reeser. Now that it's broken in, I'm a huge fan of this thing. For those that know, again, that haven't followed me all year, I used to run the solo. I still run the solo sack, but just because I didn't want to carry this and the solo sack with me, I chose this one because it definitely has an advantage in some positions over the solo sack, as well as the solo sack, you know, has some advantage over this one. But I think I definitely think I made the right choice with sticking with this for the finale. Obviously, I did well. So, pint-sized Gamechanger was in my pack. Tab gear rear bag. I've had this in my pack since 2011. This is obviously a different one, but I'm a huge fan. This is my to-go prone bag. So Tony Burks makes great freaking stuff. Check him out. And I always recommend his products. And then my pump pillow, as you will. Traust doesn't call it a pump pillow. This is a Traust positional bag, but this was my kind of large bag that I had with me throughout the match and throughout the season. So those are the 3 bags that I have. And the tripod that I actually used for the finale, I've been bouncing around tripods. Like this tripod that I'm using right now to hold up the rifle is a work tripod. Don't tell Aaron. But this is the STR-80, Swarovski STR-80. Majority of the times I found out a lot of people would just bring binos, so I just kind of backpack off everyone else in the squad. So this has the MIL radiant reticle inside, and I like to bring this because it helps me spot impacts, right? Watch what's going on downrange, and I'm able to mill out the target widths in the staging area, so I can know how much room for forgiveness I have for a wind call. So yeah, and the squad benefits. Whoever squads with me benefits with this. But if I had to shed it light, I would run the my Swarovski ELRs. But cool. All right, guys. So that's the gear, my rifle. I know this was a lot longer than I anticipated. Hopefully, you guys got some stuff out of it. Again, mainly I just wanted to show you what I was running because I've been getting the question a lot. So now I'm just gonna send you to this video if you're watching it already. Sorry for all the ums and all my pet words. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on being able to stand in front of a camera. So blow me up on it. Whatever. Write down in the comments in your complaints section to whoever the F. Real quick, just want to show you my trainer. So this is the rifle I trained with prior to the finale. This was my. I mean, if you look at it, it's the same exact build, just chambered in 308, right? That's actually a Short Action Customs built 308. That's one of the rifles Mark Gordon at Short Action Customs when I was a part of the team that he built for me, and I mean, it's a 308. Real quick, Mark Gordon, thanks so much. I know that I'm no longer a shooter for you, but thank you so much for taking the chance on me when you did, and you pulled me to the team. I'll be forever grateful. You've got a wonderful team of ambassadors, part of the team at Short Action Customs, and I love seeing them at matches. But thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, so to wrap up the 2018 season, just off the top, I ended up 9th overall in the National Rifle League. So 2 places better than last year. In the 2017 season, I ended up 11th overall. I placed 9th at the match, at the National Rifle League Championship match, and hosted in October, and 9th overall in the season. And then going into the Precision Rifle Series finale 2018, this was my first finale. I was in 50th place. Ended up winning it, and it bumped me up all the way to 10th place. Crazy. But now I can say that I'm a top 10 precision rifle shooter in both the National Rifle League and the Precision Rifle League circuits. It's definitely an awesome feeling to be there, but there's still a lot of work to be done, because Matt Brousseau has got 2 golden bullets already. So for next year, the goal is to stay with a consistent load. Hopefully these 6 Creedmoor 115 D-Tacs is the way to go. I'll just stick with it, and just focus on the fundamentals of marksmanship. I don't know how else to say it. Goals for 2019. I'm chasing the golden bullet, Matt Brousseau. So hopefully I get I'm competitive enough, and again a top 10, top 5 finish in the National Rifle League and the Precision Rifle Series would be nice. And first place as well, obviously, but there's a lot of work to be done. It's not over. This is just the beginning. So, all right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all you guys' love and support. And share this video. Comment what you like. Add me on Instagram. For those that haven't added me already or are unfamiliar with me, at Velayo_0317. Again, at Velayo VELAYO_0317. And I'm always posting 60-second quick tips on whatever. So follow me there, like it, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because 2019 I'm bringing the heat, upping up the YouTube game. So all right, last but not least, keep your face on the gun. Thanks, guys.